Just tell me what happens, and then I'll try and do it without you.
Okay.
Telling me.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the iconic moments when wholesome, usually non-confrontational celebrities broke their stereotype by doing or saying something blunt, aggressive, or combative.
Ariana Grande has set off a police investigation.
Number 10. JoJo Siwa. After getting her showbiz start in Dance Moms, Siwa burst out on her own with massive, colorful hair bows as she released music and worked with Nickelodeon. Before her 2024 rebrand, she was a child favorite celebrity who promoted the LGBTQIA+ community she was a part of.
I look at people who are called gay icons, you, Lady Gaga, Freddie Mercury, my favorite people, and to be in that category at 18 is just insane.
However, in 2022, Siwa stripped away the family-friendly fun by starting a public feud with Candace Cameron Bure. She called Bure the rudest celebrity she'd met on a TikTok video after she snubbed her for a photograph years earlier. Bure immediately released a video claiming she was shocked and had contacted Siwa to resolve the issue.
What happened? And she said, I didn't think this was going to go viral and they were going to pick that up. It was just a silly TikTok trend.
However, several months later, Siwa publicly criticized Bure again, this time for defending, quote, traditional marriage.
I can't believe after everything that went down just a few months ago that she would not only create a movie with intention of excluding LGBTQIA+, but then also talk about it in the press.
Number 9. Drew Barrymore. With a difficult childhood, Barrymore morphed into one of Hollywood's biggest stars, eventually landing her own talk show in 2020. In a world that often showcases the negatives, Barrymore's program was a light in the darkness with its feel-good factor.
What's happening? It's real! Welcome to the Drew Barrymore Show! It's Monday! My favorite day! Because we're here to rebrand Mondays. Boy, did they get the short end of the deal.
However, in 2023, she showed a much different side to herself. As the WGA strike was taking place, Barrymore announced her show would continue without unionized writers.
You know, the Drew Barrymore Show is a WGA signatory. It means that it employs WGA writers, and those writers are currently on strike.
This resulted in audience members wearing pins supporting the strike being kicked out of the show. Understandably, for crossing the picket line, the backlash was severe as she was dropped from hosting awards ceremonies.
It's not who I am. I've been through so many ups and downs in my life, and this is one of them.
Barrymore released an apology video, which was later deleted, and took her show off the air until the strike ended.
I have no words to express my deepest apologies to anyone I have hurt, adding, "We really tried to find our way forward, and I truly hope for a resolution for the entire industry very soon."
Number 8. Fred Rogers. With his iconic Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood showcasing his wholesome and calm persona, Rogers was not only educational, but also challenged societal prejudices throughout his career, especially when racial segregation was still in effect.
Around the country, they didn't want black people to come and swim in their swimming pools. And Fred said that is absolutely ridiculous.
Early in his national career in 1969, we saw a different side of Rogers as he spoke at the Senate Subcommittee on Communications to oppose a funding cut for PBS's creation.
It was just as if, we shall now open the door, you have passed the test, you may come in.
While still speaking in his soft, lyrical way, Rogers was more stern than usual, as he issued facts and discussed the show's efforts in promoting mental health. Yet it was his impassioned quoting of his song, "What Do You Do With the Mad That You Feel," that really won people over, both in the testimony and those watching at home.
Know that there's something deep inside that helps us become what we can.
I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful.
Number 7. Simone Biles.
Do you ever want to scream just like, come on guys, stop?
No, I just cry.
Not only is she a trailblazer in the realm of gymnastics, winning several medals wherever she competes, But Biles has also been one in many other areas, including promoting mental health and battling stigma against people with ADHD.
It is being taken more seriously, so I feel like we're breaking the stigma there, but there's still so much talk and work that needs to be had on mental health.
And in 2017, we saw her responding to a sexist comment on TV in a brutal fashion. After performing on Dancing with the Stars and listening to the judges' comments, host Tom Bergeron stated to Biles that he was waiting for her to smile during the compliments, but she didn't. Without missing a beat, Biles took a stand and struck back with the simple phrase, "Smiling doesn't win you gold medals."
Backstage, Simone showed us her smile.
Hi. I'm just a happy person.
Number 6, Helen Mirren. Long before she was an Oscar winner advocating for people to take vaccines and embrace themselves as they age, Mirren was an emerging actor in the industry. In 1975, she appeared on Michael Parkinson's self-titled UK talk show. However, instead of it being a cozy chat, it took a strange turn as he kept bringing up her appearance.
Well, your physical attributes.
You mean my fingers?
No, I meant your...
Come on, spit it out.
It got worse when Parkinson wondered if her, quote, physical attributes, alluding to her chest, held Mirren back as a serious performer. Shocked by the line of questioning, the actor took no prisoners as she defined them as boring questions.
The performance and the play and the living relationship between all the people on stage and all the people in the audience overcome such boring questions. Really.
Boring questions.
Pretty boring in the end, yeah.
Later, Mirren described Parkinson as a, quote, sexist old fart. In 2019, after the interview went viral again, Parkinson refused to apologize for it.
A few years ago, Mirren called Parkinson a sexist old fart. For his part, Parkinson was knighted 16 years ago for his services to broadcasting.
Number 5, Tom Hanks. Hollywood made the right decision when they selected the wholesome Hanks to portray the exemplary Fred Rogers in 2019's A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. After all, he's well known for his niceness and activism.
It made me very angry. There was always something you can do with the mad that you feel.
However, when it comes to his wife Rita Wilson, the kind gloves come off. In 2022, the couple were leaving a restaurant in New York City when a bunch of fans descended on them for photos and questions.
Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson were making their way toward a waiting SUV when they were mobbed by fans seeking autographs.
As a group focused on Hanks, they walked right into Wilson, tripping her up. Hanks stopped immediately, yelled expletives at the fans as he told them to back off. To make it even more intimidating, he then stared daggers at them before walking away.
But being a huge star is not without its challenges, and one of them came last night when the actor, out to dinner with his wife Rita Wilson, lost it when someone in the crowd nearly knocked her over.
Number 4, Anne Hathaway. With a reputation for always being professional and polite, it's amazing Hathaway is still that way, considering the number of personal questions she gets about her appearance. In 2012, she spoke with Glamour magazine about her body insecurity. A year before, as she was promoting her work in 2011's One Day, Chris Van Vliet chatted to her on the press junket. He brought up the images of her in the catsuit as Catwoman for The Dark Knight Rises.
Sit-ups, tricep curls, and,
But you're in phenomenal shape right now.
After briefly asking about her exercise routine, Van Vliet bluntly asked how much weight Hathaway had lost for the role. The actor was shocked.
You did not just ask me that
question. No, I'm just saying, you're like...
What a forward young man you are.
Hathaway took away her wholesome image to admonish him for asking that. By the end, she'd become diplomatic again.
All right, thank you very much. I'm sorry if I offended you.
You didn't at all. I'm just messing with you.
Number 3, Ariana Grande. From child star to pop musician to actor, Grande's Nona was there. Even when the singer won at the 2016 AMAs, her speech spoke about her grandmother.
Her Nona inspired her look for the Focus video.
Actually, I was sitting opposite my Nona, and I was like, Nona, I love your white hair. It's so beautiful.
On top of that, Grande was praised for helping to raise millions for the victims and family of those who attended her Manchester, England gig in 2017 that was violently attacked. With that in mind, Grande behaved really out of character in 2015. While at a store in Lake Elsinore, California, she was recorded licking donuts and didn't even buy them.
The pop diva isn't jumping up and down for joy today. She's in crisis mode with her social media pages blowing up with negative reaction.
Then, when an employee came out with a tray of pastries, Grande dismissed the food and declared she hates Americans and America. After the footage spread, Grande apologized for her behavior in a video.
She caused a huge uproar after she was caught on surveillance tape apparently licking a donut.
I was so disgusted with myself. I shoved my face in a pillow and wanted to disappear.
Number 2, Queen Elizabeth II. Through most of her long reign as monarch of the UK, especially in the later years, Elizabeth was an honorary grandmother to the world.
Do you know that I haven't watched from a pair of binoculars for ages? Look at it, pouring with tears.
She took great effort to meet as many people as possible. As such, it's no surprise that in 2018, it was found that a third of Britons had met or seen Elizabeth in person. However, beyond her wholesome, sharing sandwiches with Paddington image is a dry and cutting sense of humor. While attending the 2021 G7 conference at England's Eden Project, Elizabeth was having her photo taken with the world leaders. She then mentioned, quote, "Are you supposed to be looking as if you're enjoying yourself?" Bringing laughter from the leaders and photographers.
Are you supposed to be looking as if you're enjoying it?
Yes, definitely.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Adele. Her heartfelt songs vanished when Adele yelled at a fan for recording her gig with a tripod.
To be fair, bringing a video camera and a tripod, which seemed to be the case there, that's pushing it a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Amy writing, a big shout out to Adele for telling the woman to stop recording all of her show. Completely, it's not a DVD. There was a huge crowd outside the venue.
Kiki Palmer. Teased for being wholesome, Palmer admonished Wendy Williams for defending Trey Songz.
But I will say, Wendy, I would have loved to turn on your show and saw you be a little bit more compassionate and less accusatory and ridiculous.
I couldn't.
Why, girl?
Well,
Because the gag is you wasn't there.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Ian McKellen.
They'd arrived. You didn't see them?
But he didn't like receiving direction whilst the scene was going on.
Just watch me walk now, watch me walk and see it working.
Best known for his incredible acting career, promoting and supporting theater, his activism in the LGBTQIA+ community, and his adorable friendship with Patrick Stewart, McKellen is a world treasure. Typically with a happy and friendly nature, it's shocking that a film franchise nearly broke him and made him quit acting for good. While filming 2012's The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey, McKellen had to be in front of a green screen by himself to show the height difference between his character Gandalf and the others, such as the hobbits and dwarves.
If you tell me what to do, then I do it. And of course, what you do isn't always expressed on your face. So you say angry, and I go angry, and I'd rather be angry inside. You know what I mean?
He burst into tears from the isolation as he uttered that this wasn't why he became an actor. It's heartbreaking to know that this beloved performer was so upset.
Actually, you need to be cued for that, otherwise you'll never know when it's going to happen. And he goes, well, yes, of course, if it's a matter of queuing, then, you know.
Just talk me through
It's a
it.
matter of timing for the...
Yes, I appreciate that. And then you must cue me, of course, in that case.
Which wholesome celebrity do you think doesn't have a shady bone in their body? Let us know in the comments.
Now, if I'm not doing it right, darling, you must shout out. But